A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. We're here for Week 5 of EA Sports College Football. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Miami Hurricanes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wingo. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Quarterback changing the play. Throwing, Mensah. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, first play under the lights. You had all day to think about how you wanted to start the game, and this defense, exactly how they wanted to do it. Get to the quarterback and get him on the ground.
And the Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got an alley. There he goes. He's past the marker. The 50, the 40, the 20, the 10. Touchdown Hurricanes. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he tacks on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Left side is Davidson. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Right side, it's Burrows. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On play action. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They're all over him. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Looking long. He's got it inside the 30. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami!
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You're going to play man-to-man coverage on him. You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're...
Snags it, and there's running room. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Motion from the wideout. Drops back on first down. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Hits inside, it's Johnson. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get it through the air. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Snaps it, and he has to have it. And And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint and try to put some points on the board.
Play action on first down. Out wide left, it's Lofton.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Fires immediately. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Throws it deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Out wide right, it's Pringle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Left side is Lofton. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Yeah, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Dangerous throw on that one. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting this season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play. And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensah was going to be starting for Duke. And the offseason saga that happened, obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darren Mensah comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
They have been able to reload. And for anybody that didn't know Darren Mensah and where he started, just look back to his film just 2 years ago at Tulane when he's absolutely lighting up for the American, wins an ACC championship at Duke, and now filling in for Carson Beck and a team that just went to a national championship. But this is a guy with tons of talent. They think there will be no drop-off at the QB spot. They've got their eyes set on taking one step further this time to win it all.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Touchdown, Hurricane! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. On the return, it's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. That's caught. It's Davidson. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw again. Fires to the right. It's caught. Oh, look out on the right. He's at the all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Fights off a defender. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
And the Canes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Needs it here on fourth down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes the grab. They'll knock him down, but he moves the... And the fourth down decision pays off big time. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now, and getting him stopped.
Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Third and long right here. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Clemson calls its second timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. The Hurricanes decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Scanning the field, it's Bradley. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
It's dropped after taking the hit. They'll need a bunch on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And with the pick six. Touchdown, Miami. Well, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Bradley. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
Gain of 20. And that's good enough for a first down.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Fresh set of downs going up top. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Second and long here. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
Well, as a quarterback, it's going to be tough throwing comeback routes against this guy. He does such a good job breaking on the ball, and he's able to swat it away.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Just enough time for one final play in this half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Throws it back. Under pressure. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with UCF taking on the Houston Cougars. And it's the Knights coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Throws for the tight end. He's got it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
From the gun, it's Johnson. Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Clemson jumps to the line. To throw, it's Bradley. That's caught by Wesco. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Burrows. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Quarterback will keep it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Deep in the end zone, it's Wingo. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Making the adjustment on the play. The give to the back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
3rd and long coming up. Here's Mensah to throw. Got his man to the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking to throw again. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the 1st down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas. Get it together.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. Mensah, look out, and he never had a chance.
Haven't seen a lot of that in this game so far. This offense has been clicking on all cylinders, lighting up the scoreboard, high level of execution. They were looking good on this drive until that play right there. And finally, the defense is able to make something positive happen from themselves on a critical 3rd down.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Canes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Bradley. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Sells the run, looking to pass. Trying to get rid of it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And after that play got sideways, the intentional grounding brings up 2nd and long. Throws it back. Rush right in his face. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Tigers. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And the extra point was good. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. From deep, it's Wingo. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Out wide left, it's Lofton. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Pringle. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Throwing, Mensah. Left side is Pringle.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on 1st down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on 1st down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
He wants to throw it again. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Got it. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Snapped on 4th down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. The door looks slammed shut in this one, but that last interception maybe just the slightest crack in opening here. Makes a deep grab. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
First down for the offense.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Looking downfield, it's Bradley. He's got the back in the middle. Turning it on. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fresh center downs going to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. Just gets rid of that one.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game tonight.
Long way to go on 2nd down. From the gun. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Bradley. Throws to the back. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Off-play action. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Picked off to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the 4th quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well. So this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Right side, it's Lofton. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Hurricane. All into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. That should move them closer to this elusive 2nd win of the year as they build this 4th quarter lead.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Fielded in the end zone. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Bradley. He's got the tight end. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them an absolutely